Hello everyone, my name is Kelly. I am a singer-songwriter, and today we are going to talk about how to write a song, the basics of songwriting for anyone who has wanted to write a song but hasn't really known how to do it or how to get started. This is perfect for you. So what you're going to need today, you don't need much really to write songs, but I will be asking you to pause the video at some points and do some writing. So you're going to need either a device for writing on, like a laptop if you like to type, but personally I like to use a notebook. So I would recommend having a notebook or some scraps of paper nearby so that you can do some writing today. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is a reflective writing prompt that you're going to need your notebook for. So I want you to think of one song that you really, really love, and then think about why is it that you like that song, or what about that song do you love? I want you to pause the video and then come back once you've written a little bit about what that song that you love is and why you love it. And welcome back. If you've paused your video, I'm gonna share a song that I love and why I love it. So I really love Billie Eilish's song, What Was I Made For, from the Barbie movie. It's one of my favorite new songs of the past couple of years. I just love it. And I love it because the melody is beautiful and the words really speak to me. They are a great message of kind of like questioning who you are. That is something that everybody goes through at some point. So I love them. There are lots of things that you could love about the songs that you picked. You could love the melody. You could love the chords, which is all the notes that are kind of underneath the melody that might be played by a piano or a guitar usually. And they provide like the bedrock, the support for the melody to live up on top of. So you could love the chords, you could love the lyrics, you could love the beat or the feel, the groove behind the song. That's kind of the rhythm of it. So that's how the song feels. It has a lot to do with drums and what the drums are playing. And it has a lot to do with like how the song makes you want to move. If the song makes you want to dance, then maybe you love the beat of that song. In that is rhythm. So maybe you like some things about the rhythm. The rhythm is just how long notes last. So a note could last a couple of beats or could last 4 beats. That's rhythm. So that's something that you might like about your song as well. You might like the rhyme scheme. There's all sorts that you might like about your songs. So I hope you figured out something that you really like about the songs that you love, because that's going to help you figure out what kind of songwriter you want to be. So when we go to write a song, we need a topic. We need something to write our song about. This could be about lots and lots of different things. It could be about just about anything. Your songs could be about your life. They could be about people in your life, like your family and your friends. They could be about people you admire, like your favorite pop star or movie star, or local heroes in your life that you want to write a song about, your teachers. Your songs could be about your pets. They could be about your favorite TV show. They could be about what you ate for breakfast this morning. They could be about what you think about life or religion or anything like that that's important to you. So your songs could be about truly anything. A great, really fun idea for songs is to write them from the perspective of other people. So we might want to write a song about our own lives from our own perspective, and that's a great way to do it. And sometimes it can help you jumpstart your creativity if you choose to write from the perspective of someone else. So maybe you have a favorite character on a TV show who you really like, and you want to write a song from their perspective about their story, or from a book or whatever. Maybe you want to write a song from the perspective of your friend, or maybe from the perspective of your pet. Maybe they're sad when you leave for school every day, and so you want to write a song about how sad your pet is that you leave them in the morning, but then how happy they are when you come back in the afternoon, right? So lots of different things that you could write about. What I want you to do now is I want you to take that notebook and pick a song topic. It could be anything that I just said. It could be anything else that you want to write about. Your favorite food, your favorite vacation that you've ever taken, anything like that. Favorite place you've ever been. This is called a topic brainstorm. So what I want you to do is at the top of your paper, write your topic. And if you want to play around with a couple of different topics, write a couple and then circle the one that you like best. And then under that, I want you to write just everything that comes to mind when you think about that topic. This is not your song. This is not anything that anybody else needs to see at any point. So it doesn't have to be good. It's just whatever you think about when you think about, say your topic is the beach, right? And you love going to the beach. So you would write down everything that you think of when you think of the beach. You might think about sand. You might think about the ocean. You might think about those little beach shovels and those beach toys. You might think about your brother getting a sunburn that one time. Whatever comes to mind, I want you to write down everything that you think of. Pause the video, take some time to do that, and then come back. Okay, I hope that you wrote down a topic that you like and that is going to be fun to write about. By the end of this video, you will have written a song about that topic. If you stick with that topic through this whole video, you will have a song that you can share with people about that topic that you picked. So what I want to talk about next is rhyming. Rhyming is a lot of people's favorite thing about songs. It's a really important part of songs. So rhyming words are words that have a different first letter or a different first sound, because we can have multi-syllable rhymes. So a different first sound, but the ending sounds the same. Doesn't have to be spelled the same, but it sounds the same. So ants, pants, France, dance. These are all rhymes. They might not be spelled exactly the same, but they sound the same. And we're listening to songs. So that's what we want. We want things that sound the same or things that rhyme. Things don't have to exactly rhyme. You could rhyme ants and dance with can't, which is close, but not exactly the same. But often these work in songs. So if you can't find exactly the right rhyme that you want with the right word that you want, you can do a spin on that. So what I want you to do is I want you to take that brainstorm that you just did. You've got lots and lots of words. You should have lots and lots of words written down on this sheet about your topic. Let's say the beach. So I want you to circle 5 of them that really speak to you, that are like, I for sure want to sing about this in this song. So maybe it's ocean, maybe it's sand, whatever the case may be. Circle those words. You're going to have a new piece of paper or a new sheet on whatever you're writing on where you write down those words one by one across the top. So ocean, sand, etc. Underneath those, I want you to brainstorm every word that you can think of that rhymes with those. So ocean's kind of tough. Motion is all that I can think of, although emotion is also a good one. Sand, hand, demand, canned, lots of things rhyme with sand. So under those words, I want you to think of every rhyme that you can think of. If you can't think of any, maybe think of something that's a little close. So pause the video, take some time to work on those rhyming lists, and when you come back, we are going to talk about the parts of a song. Okay, I hope you got some good brainstorming, some good rhymes down. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna start to write some parts of our song. So there are several parts to a song. Most songs have a couple of different ones, but these parts of a song, you don't have to include any of them. You could write a song that doesn't really have any sections at all, that is just sort of like free flowing. But often songs will have these different sections that sometimes repeat that kind of help us know where we are in any song that we're listening to. So a really common one is a verse. Lots of songs have a verse. These tend to be different melodies, or sorry, different lyrics, but same melody, and they tend to be repeated. So a song that has a verse would be Taylor Swift, Love Story. We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts, you're standing there. These are the words to the verse. Often the verse kind of tells your story. That's the purpose of the verse. It's got lots of words that it can have because it's got this changing lyrics but same melody every time. So your verse 1 might tell a part of your story, and then your verse 2 might come in and tell a different part. Another really common song section is the chorus. So the chorus usually has the title of the song in it. Usually songs are structured like verse, chorus, where they alternate between those. But the chorus has the same melody and the same lyrics, usually, every time. One thing you gotta remember about songwriting is that rules are broken all the time. So sometimes people have different lyrics for their choruses, but generally speaking, the chorus is same melody and same lyrics every time because it's meant to be catchy and memorable. This is the part that really sticks with us. So this would be in our Taylor Swift example, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. That song is called Love Story. So the title is in there. Taylor Swift does a tricky thing there where she changes the lyrics with different iterations of the chorus, but it's still our chorus. It's still our really catchy, memorable part that you want people to walk away singing along to. Some other parts that you might want, sometimes you need something that kind of builds up the intensity from the verse to the chorus, and we would call this a pre-chorus. So something that kind of ramps up the intensity and gets you really hyped for like a big chorus, if that's what you're writing. So that's a pre-chorus. And another section might be the bridge. Taylor Swift is also famous for these. These tend to come after the second chorus, kind of towards the end of the song. And these take your song in a different direction. A little different than a verse in that they put a new spin on what you've been saying. In our love story example, this is, I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading, so it's kind of it's a little more somber than a lot of the other lyrics. So that's what Taylor Swift does with that bridge. So what I want you to do, you have these lists of rhyming words of things that are really important to your theme. And what I want you to do is take some time to write a potential chorus for your song. So you can use those rhyming words. The rhymes often go at the ends of lines, but they don't always have to. You could have rhymes within your lines. Often choruses are like 4 lines long. Sometimes they're 8 lines long. But again, it can be whatever you want it to be. So take some time, pause the video, work with your rhyming list, and see if you can come up with a chorus for your song. Okay, so I hope you've got your chorus written. If you would like to make another section of your song and make a full song, now is a good time to pause and do the same thing to write a verse. So think about the story that you want to tell and use those rhyming words, maybe different ones than your chorus, maybe similar ones, we don't know. Think about the story that you want to tell and write a verse. And I'll give you a little time to do that. Okay. Whether you chose to just stick with your chorus or you chose to write a verse, thanks for being back with us. So now at this point, this is basically a poem, right? You have some lyrics, they maybe rhyme at the end. You have a topic, it all kind of flows, which is great, but this is just lyrics. So we have to put it to music somehow if we want to make it a song. For that, we need a melody. A melody is the notes that you sing when you are singing the lyrics of your song. Melodies are always just one voice at a time, one line of notes at a time. And our melodies are how we shape our music. So for our Taylor Swift example, I'll only sing a little bit of it. It is, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. That's our melody. That takes it from just lyrics to a song. Now, how do we come up with a melody? How do we sing a melody? How can we do that? It's really tricky, and it's not necessarily something where there's a method that everyone uses. A method that I really like is to have a beat going on or a chord progression going on, something that you can listen to and sing along with, and see if your melody that you're singing kind of matches this beat. So a really simple way to do this is just to pat a steady beat for yourself and try out your melodies. I am a big fan of just singing and seeing what happens. So you can try with your words, you can try on just la la la. This is our beat. I'll demonstrate and then I'll let you have some time to do it. So we can improvise and sing la 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 la. I'm just making it up. That's all it is. It's kind of hard at first, but the more you get confident with it, it becomes easier. So take some time, get in a space where you can sing, and try your words along with my beat. Try singing them. Try different melodies. Okay, I recommend, if you liked what you did just then, remember it. It's a really good idea to have something to record you on hand when you're improvising, because it goes by quickly in the moment, and then when you listen back, you can remember, oh, I really liked what I did there. I'm gonna learn that, I'm gonna memorize it. But if we're just improvising, that can kind of go away. So I'm gonna recommend that if you liked what you just did, sing it over and over again to remember it. And if you're still figuring out what you wanna sing, rewind this video a little bit, set something up to record so that you can remember what you're doing, and try it again. Try new melodies, try new things until you find a melody that you really like. Another option, if you're like, the beat is not for me, is that you can find chord progressions or samples of music that you can sing over. There's lots of these in like GarageBand and programs like that. You can find loops of things on YouTube if you search for like chord progression in A or in E, or name a key, anything you want. You'll find them and you can sing along to those. What I am gonna do here is I am gonna play a chord progression that I think might be cool, and you can try your song with it and see if a melody comes to you. You could use your lyrics, or you can just la 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 if it's hard to kind of think of a new melody and use your lyrics at the same time. So this is what it sounds like. Here we go with my progression. liked what you did, make sure you remember it. Hopefully you were recording it, or you can go back and try it again and see if you can recreate it. Rewind and try out new melodies if you weren't quite finding what you wanted yet. And once you do that, you've got your melody and your lyrics and a beat that goes with it, and you've got your song, my friends. So keep practicing your songwriting. The best way to get better at it is to write more songs. So keep working on it, write songs about more things, and I can't wait to hear what songs you come up with. Thanks, everybody.